Oh yeah, a little loose, a little loose. Oh, yep. All right, welcome back everyone. It's another weekend and another NAZMAT preview. I'm here at the parking area at the base of Snowball Road. You can see the mountain up there. And this is the starting location for both day 2 and 3 of NAZMAT. Now, my plan for today is I'm basically going to do a small loop that encompasses sort of the end of day 2 and the start of day 3, just to kind of check those sections off. And this will clear off essentially both days and allow me to have a really firm grasp on basically what the entire routes look like. Now, with that said, there's been a lot going on since the last week and the last video. And frankly, well, it's on fire, yo. We have made the national news circuit now here in Flagstaff for a large wildfire that's just on the other side of the mountain. And it's not good. You know, there's a lot of ramifications of this fire. Most notably is that several people have lost their homes, people have lost their businesses, and it's really tragic. This is not, you know, way outside of town. This is actually at the edge of Flagstaff on the east side of town. So people's houses are burning here in town. I've had grad students that have been evacuated from their homes. I know people that have been evacuated. I don't know anybody personally that's lost their homes, but I know that several dozen people have lost their homes. So that's obviously the major impact. The secondary impact is that the fire is now burning major portions of Sunset Crater and Wupatki National Monuments, which are beautiful places to explore, but also are featured on day 3 of NAZMAT. So that leads to the third ramification of this fire, and that is I don't know what's going to happen with day 3 of NAZMAT. You know, it's only April and June is still several months away. Those roads could all be open by then, but there's a really good chance that we have to just change up day 3. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I need to really think about what the plan is for that. But I know for now, Sunset Crater Loop is closed, as is Schultz Pass Road on the east side of the mountain. With that said, it's going to be a little bit more of a somber ride today. We might actually get some views of the smoke once we get on the other side of the saddle. But I've got the day 2 and day 3 course loaded, and I'm just going to basically retrace the route and see how it goes. And again, I'm kind of combining the end of day 2 and the start of day 3 and just trying to see every inch of those loops. And you know, as I said, day 3 might be a moot point because we don't know what day 3 is going to do once the fires are contained. So all right, enough blabbing. Let's get to it. Here we go. We're off. So, again, just to reiterate, this is how we will be finishing day 2, but also how we will be starting day 3. So we will actually do this road twice, but not a ton of it. I know that I tried to keep as little, I tried to keep the repetition as low as possible on the NAZMAT routes, just because, you know, I want to explore as much as we can. All right, I think we're coming into Hart Prairie here. So obviously here's the San Francisco peaks off to my right, but way off over this sort of knoll here, which you can't see right now, but you can actually see Kendrick Peak as well in the distance. You should be able to see it when I come around this slope here. Let's see if it comes into view again. I caught a little glimpse of it off in the distance. There it is. Yep, back there. Beautiful. Look at that. Such a beautiful mountain as well. Not maintained for passenger car. Oh no. This is it. This is the road, but it's... Oh, bummer. Yep. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Closed to all motorized vehicles. Ah. Well, so much for the Hochstetter Hills. Oh well. this is why we're out doing this, because, you know, if we came out here on game day and found that, we'd have to be scrambling to come up with a new route. So disappointing for sure, but this road is still fun, so it's not like we're getting turned around. You know, that would be really tragic. Look at this, snow patches on the road. Wild, absolutely wild. Driving through the Aspens, dodging snowpack. This looks like Colorado. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Wow, this is a cool road. I'm digging this, definitely digging this. I'm glad that this, we're gonna be on this road for 2 days now. This is gonna be so much fun with the whole group. I mean, this is a beautiful road, really is. Quite stunning. It does feel very much like Colorado. Man, this is exciting day 2 already. Woo! I think we're starting to drop far enough now in elevation that we're getting more into some more coherent ground. 514A. It doesn't look too bad. It just looks like it could be a little sandy, but not too bad. Oh yeah, this is fine, totally fine. Awesome, fantastic. It's a little loose, but yeah, oh yeah. Clearly very heavily driven too. There's a lot of tire tracks. Ooh, yeah, it's a little sandy. It is a little sandy. Not gonna lie, a little loose. Just go nice and slow here. Again, if I had my new tires on here, I would be a lot more confident, but my back tire is pretty rough right now. And thankfully, I'm getting it replaced on Friday. Woo! Getting a new tire put on in just a couple of days. Oh, look at this. We got a little, ooh, okay. We do have some rocks in here. So this, be a little bit of a challenge. Nothing too bad. Just take it slow. I think that's fine. It's definitely class 3, but I don't think that's going to be too challenging for anybody. Just nice and slow, that's all. Cool. Okay. It looks to be openable. Oh, we got cows in here. Oh yeah, it's totally openable. There are quite a few bit of cows in here. Hi buddies, please don't charge me. I just want to get through, thank you. This should be the main road right here. Yes. Well, that was easy. How about that? I am liking that. All right, well, that was a piece of cake. We just had to close that gate, and that was a nice little shortcut. Oof. All right, yeah, road's getting a little beat up in here. Wow, that's some definite erosion. Goodness. Let's see. Let's go over here. All right, and okay, there we go. Yeah, like I said, this road is a little bit chopped up. It's definitely had some erosion. Oh, here we go. I think this is us. Yep. All right, let's scope it out, and then we're gonna come back and go that way. This is the road up the mountain, and it looks like it's open. Very exciting. I don't see a gate. Look at that. Look at that view of the mountain. Man. This is fantastic. Oh, wow. So glad I found this on the map. I mean, even if we have to turn around here, this this road has already been worth it just for that view right there. Oh, wow, this is really cool. Oh, it's a little loose. Okay, I don't want to be over by the edge, just in case we have a little wipeout or something. I think I'm just gonna go nice and slow here. Nice and slow. Ooh. Okay, yeah. It is definitely getting a lot looser. I'm gonna go down into this little, oh, yep, channel here. Perfect. Just take it nice and easy. Don't want to have a wipeout down the mountain, that's for sure. I can't believe how high we've come already. Jeez. This is wild. All right, we do have a pretty tight switchback, it looks like, right here. So I'm gonna slow it down. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not bad at all. This is the last big turn here. Look at that. There's snow on the road. What? We're on a north face now, that's why. All right, this should be it. We just got into some pine trees, and yeah, the top. Oh, it does look like we have one small turn left. Right up here, yep. And then it's just straight to the towers. So it does look like it gets a little rockier right here. Yep, it does. So we could always park just right back there in that open spot back there, because this is, yeah, it's a little rougher, a little bit rougher in here. And just hike up the last little bit. Oh gosh, oh, yep, I'm fishtailing all over the place. All right, yeah, very loose, very, very loose. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might have the group park just back there, because this is a little bit rough up here. But that's it. This is the top. Woohoo! Awesome. Not too shabby, guys. Obviously it looks like the towers are off limits. I'm not quite sure what this is, if it's just a lookout. I think it's probably just a vista point. But you really get a sense of how high up we've come. We were just down on that road right there. So we've climbed several hundred feet. Yeah, this is just a turnaround. Wow. All right. So some really good views from here. You've got Humphreys and the San Francisco Peaks. You've got O'Leary, which is right in front of us. And then between the two, so kind of over in there, is where Sunset Crater Upaki is, and that's where the fire has been. Now, just looking, I don't see any active smoke right now, which is a really good sign. Oh yeah, little loose, little loose. Oh, yep. So I did ding up my heat shield a little bit, and but I think that's the extent. The engine guard caught most of it, you know, which is what the engine guard's for, so it did its job. I guess I needed to deflate my tires a little bit more. Oh wow, okay. That's the first time I've ever dropped the bike while moving, like significantly. Usually it's I'm trying to turn, or you know, it's mostly stationary, and I lose balance and drop. That was the first time I was actually moving forward at, you know, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it just came out from underneath me, and I had to essentially leap off the bike to prevent getting crushed by it. So yeah, that was actually a new experience for me. All right, we've got the long straightaway here now, and then we're back down to the main road, so we're pretty close. We're pretty close now. Just hugging this wall. Just want to get down this last straightaway without any incident, because I do not want to be going down off that cliff. No, sir. Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay, we're slowing down. We are slowing down. That did not come out on the, probably on the camera there, but almost again lost it right there. Uh-oh, road closed. Oh, man. So they do have the road closed for the fire. Well, guys, I'm not going to be able to explore that section then, for sure. So, yep. So we started the day at the base of the peaks, and you can see that we're heading back to the peaks. So, as the crow flies, we're probably only, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles from where we started, but it's gonna take us a while to get there because of the route that I've got spec'd out. So we're just gonna see what we get. Okay. Oh, these volcanics, man, they are rough. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Whoa. Well, what have we got here? We've got some more volcanics. I think that given that we will be doing this at the end of the day, and people will be tired, including myself, and that we will have numerous beginners on this ride, that I suspect we will be eliminating this section. I am just not feeling it. Not feeling this. On another day, I might be ripping through this stuff, you know, totally fine. But today is not that day. We are almost back to the cow pasture, and we just need to decide, when we get to that turnoff, we'll decide which way we want to go. If we want to go back through the cow pasture and up the muddy hills, or if we want to just shortcut it and do something else. I'm almost tempted to just go out to the highway, because then we can kind of get back quicker. And it does feel nice just to be back out on something a little bit more substantial. Right, so what did we learn today? We learned a lot of really important things. We learned some of the sections that are gated off, namely the Horkdorfer Hills. So that section is out, which is fine. We also learned that the climb up the small peak, I keep forgetting the name of it, but the small peak north of there is totally doable and not terribly difficult until the last few hundred feet where it gets really loose. And I did have that spill, which was unfortunate, but I walked away from it, no damage to me, just a few dings and scratches on the bike, so that's what it's for. That's why you buy these bikes, so I'm not terribly heartbroken about that. I think the descent from that climb is going to be slow and methodical, and I think we're going to have to be very careful with some of the beginners, just making sure that everybody takes it nice and easy. But then the rest of the route was mostly just forest roads. Going to be taking out that additional loop over the mountain, and we also did not get to see the loop, or the section that goes up and over to the SP Crater side because of the fire. So it's unfortunate that that was closed, but I completely understand why it was closed, because you start getting close to the fire line over there, and yeah, it's hard to say how long that's going to be closed for, but it's not out of the question that it will be closed through June. So I think, you know, worst case scenario is we bump up day 4 to day 3. We have NAZMAT being a 3-day tour, and then for day 4 we just do the Sedona trip instead of day 5, and that's perfectly reasonable, and it's a beautiful ride. Well, all right, back home safe and sound. It was an interesting day. Had a pretty nasty spill on the top of Saddle Mountain. Learned that some of the route is closed to public traffic. There was a fire closure, but also got to deal with some fun, muddy road up in the Aspens, and just all around a pretty interesting day. And then going through like the pasture and having to close the gate and all that kind of good stuff. So it really was a fun day. I definitely need to kind of play around with the routes a little bit, but what's on my mind right now is actually that in 2 days I leave for the Crooked Raven Waypoint Scramble. So I'm going to be spending 60 hours just riding all around southern Arizona, trying to tag waypoints with my team Himi. We're all going to be riding Himalayans, and I'm just trying to pack all my, you can see all my food and such for the trip, and get my tent in order, and basically just get everything in order. So that's what's on my mind now, but I still had a lot of fun today. So thank you so much for following along, and take care, be safe out there, and I will definitely get lots of footage from the rally this weekend. So see you guys.